What's good, homeboy? Today we are talking about how boredom helps me and could help you to make content. When people get bored, people think boredom is something that is not a good thing when it actually is. Boredom is actually either the gateway to greatness or the gateway to failure, gateway to losing yourself. I remember I heard this quote years ago when I first started high school. Boredom is the devil's playground. And I always remember that quote. And boredom could lead you to do very special things with your life, change people's lives, change your life, change the way you think, change the way you learn things, change the way you want to live your life. Or it could destroy you. It could lead you into darkness, and it could lead you into a path that you never wanted to be in. But because of boredom, because you just never know what to do, you're trying to find something to escape that time to think, that time to reflect. You're escaping that time that you should be reflecting in boredom. You should be thinking, you should be creating. When it comes to boredom, for me, whenever I'm bored, I'm thinking. I'm always thinking about how I can make content, how I could change this with my YouTube videos. When I'm in my car, obviously I'm bored, I'm driving, or I'm tired, right? And I'm thinking about content. I'm thinking about how to make my content a certain way. What am I gonna talk about today? Days like today, I thought of something, or I had ideas for content, and I stuck to it, and I started pumping the content out. Yeah. How am I gonna make content? Boredom helps me to think, and helps me to give me ideas. And people, like I said, people want to escape the boredom. They want to escape that thinking and that reflection process. The only way you could really start creating things is if you're bored. Because that's when your imagination really works. So you gotta shut everything off. Or like what I do, I go for a walk. The walking actually really helps me. I talked about this. Walking actually really helps me think about content, and just maybe listen to music or listen to audiobook whilst I'm walking. It helps me to think about what I could talk about next in my content, what I could go into depth about, content ideas. It really helps me. You got to shut everything off, and you got to get rid of all the distractions. You got to get rid of your phone. Put your phone down for like half an hour, 20 minutes, 10 minutes at least, and just sit there and just think for a little bit. Not in the morning, because in the morning you're just getting all your thoughts together. You're tired in the morning. Give it a couple hours, brush your teeth, grab some breakfast, have your coffee, and then middle of the day, and give it some time. 10-20 minutes, even just 10-20 minutes. Give it some time, bro. Reflect on your day, reflect on your week, reflect on what's been going on in your life, or reflect on music you've been listening to, the audiobooks you've been listening to, movies you watched, stuff you watched on TikTok and Instagram, and reflect on it, and find ways or find subtopics in those things that you've watched, listened to, and observed, and talk about it. Make something funny about it, make something interesting about it, make an interesting statement about it, interesting opinion, interesting take, and mold it into content. Make it your own little twist and put it into content. You have to really shut everything off and get rid of all the external distractions to really help you to lock in to make content. When I make content, I don't want to talk to anyone. I don't want to be around. I don't want to hear anything. When I'm thinking about making content, sometimes it's easy for me to think about making content when I'm outside. Sometimes I gotta be outside. Sometimes I just gotta tell myself, switch my brain off for a sec. Okay, think. This happened today. I watched that video. Oh, you know what? Maybe I could make this type of video. Okay, I'm gonna write it down in my notes, and write these things down. Write it down in your notes. I put all my content ideas in my notes. This is just, let me show you guys. This is literally just from the past 3 weeks. I think 3 weeks of me making content. This is the past 3 weeks of me making content. Look at this. Look at this. Look how many ideas I had. Literally. Look at all these ideas. Your brain is powerful, bro. Your brain is really powerful, and that list is just gonna keep going down and shorter and longer and longer and longer. Because I got so many ideas. I'm processing so much stuff. I'm always trying to think. When I lock myself in and I turn that creative mode on and I just shut everything off around me, close my eyes for a little bit, or put my head down and really think about what I need to do in that boredom time period, that's when I excel the most. I have to make sure my head is clear, or even sometimes my head's not clear. Sometimes when I got stuff going on with me personally, I'm just like, I'll make a video about it. Screw it, I'm gonna make a video about it. Or I'm on my way to the gym. Okay, I got another video idea. Here's what I could do. Like all day, whenever I'm not doing something, whenever I could be swiping on my phone, or I could be watching a YouTube video, whenever I'm not doing anything of importance or work, I'm thinking about content. I try to think about content every day. I try to put down ideas every day. Every day I try to put down ideas. It's got to be the same thing for you guys. If you guys really want to get into content, you guys got to be bored, and you guys have to start reflecting and really thinking and locking yourself in your room or go outside. Spend some time thinking. A lot of people these days, they have to be doing something all the time. Their hands have to be doing something all the time. It's ADHD, OCD, whatever. It's not good. Sometimes you gotta shut everything off and breathe, woosah, and think, reflect. That's important. Meditating, reflecting is important, bro. Compiling your thoughts together, it's important. This doesn't go just for content, it goes for everything, even life. But yeah, I don't gotta go into too much detail about it. So use that, try and implement it into how you want to make content. Do it your own way and be creative. Use your imagination. Not enough people my age use their imagination anymore. It's just, oh, okay, I'm gonna tell AI to do it for me. Oh, I'm gonna let AI just do all the work. So use your brain power a little bit.